What's going on? It's Jack Hammond and you are tapping into Lunch Bar.
Really thought I had a name up on the scene. Really thought it had
My sound, definitely Kiwi based but influenced from like LA, London, different spots around the world in hopes of trying to make my sound reach the world, trying to put New Zealand on the map for trap music, trying to hold its name in the industry, try to hold its spot. And yeah, just have fun whilst doing it. Musical inspirations, there's so many. I'm always listening to like different artists each week, every day. I'm just getting inspo from my own writing, like beats, songs, and just sort of seeing other artists work with cadences and flows and style. But definitely my inspirations at the moment always have been, off the top of my head, like JID, Kendrick, Cole, a dude called Marlon Craft, putting like New York like rap to the forefront. I think he's a little unheard of, but honestly, massive inspiration to me. Mac Miller, two at the top of my list at the moment as well. Sam Rex and Ashbeck, more like garage, more UK style. They just do it like so different. Definitely a mad inspo for my own personal branding too, so definitely those guys at the top. Just related back to my work as a whole. I've been tapped in with Jake probably for like the last 5 to 6 months. That dude took me under his wing. It was always sort of like hard pitching the idea of wanting to make music and then pitching it to someone who's been doing it for a while and working with like quite talented people that are just acing it and taking the cake. So ever since sort of working with him, it's just made everything just skyrocket. Being put in the room with like bigger artists, mentors, just everything, finding my sound too. I always had like a different sound from the get-go, so having someone that understood that, took me under their wing and crafted for it, it's just like helped me grow who I am as an artist, and then really just finding my style and hoping it does well from this corner of the world. So yeah, big ups Ten.Oh. My cadence has definitely come from me like talking heaps and just being real fast with a lot of conversations, and just I think because I absorb quite a lot of information, it's like sort of the way it works in my mind is just it's the same thing with my writing. Like I'll take so much in and just want to get it out quite quick, and then yeah, I just keep stacking words and just having fun with it. It's definitely fun doing it that way, because doing something a little bit different in the scene, being a little bit quicker, it comes from those inspirations of mine. Definitely looking at like JID, like Semper and stuff, like having fast flows is just, I think it stands out a little bit different. Everybody sort of taps in and goes, whoa, this is crazy. So definitely crafting something like that has been something on my plate for a bit. It just comes naturally from me talking heaps and yeah, talking quite quickly. So it's just about experimenting things too. Being a little bit different, and then having a track that'll stand out. I've always been into fashion, like early ASAP Mob, as I mentioned, and stuff. Like they've paved the way for more like street culture, then correlates it to their music. So definitely doing something that stands out. Getting up on stage in a full fit, turns people's heads, thinks another opinion. I've always been tapped into things that inspire me for my own personal brand. As said, like Kiwi born, London inspired, Kiwi born, LA inspired, doing something different that's more intact with the other part of the world. But most importantly, just having fun building like myself, and yeah, it's just the fun of it. Building a personality, building character, everything like that. Although we're like really untouched in this corner of the world, I think there's a lot of like unhidden talent as such. Similar to what Mikey said, shout out Mikey, talked about how much talent there is within New Zealand that needs to reach that. I think it's quite good, especially being like located, I guess more so in Auckland. Tamaki Makaurau to be exact, it's the first place for international foot traffic. So you think of all the big artists that come over here, you think of the media teams that are touring, that are intact with a lot of things, sort of building a decent enough sort of personality, a branding, and obviously having the backing with songs, getting intact with those people to sort of make it hit those corners of the world, 100%. It's just all based off self-brand and how you sort of present yourself. I reckon the coolest thing is doing something different out of New Zealand. Doing something so different and hitting a wider market is what's going to get you attention, whether if it's in your tracks, whether if it's in your writing, whether if it's in your genre, your fashion, it all sort of intertwines together. Yeah, so definitely, yeah, doing something different and sticking at it. You know, there's always ways to break through and get to those other sides of the world one way or another. One piece of advice that I've been given that still resonates with you. It's a really good one. There's so many. It's like trying to find the favorite quote. I think they all happen naturally. I think it's, don't worry too much about what others think. I know it's really cliche, but doing something so different, which sort of runs parallel with all the other questions, like doing something so different, you're gonna get hate, you're gonna get love regardless, but if you keep doing what you're gonna do, it's what's gonna build you, it's what's gonna build your character, it's what's gonna build your personal brand. Just sticking at doing what I love and not really caring what other people think. I think that was probably one thing I did and I still do outside of music, and always, whether if it's putting like a fit together, what people think in this exact food court, or you know, what do people think of this track? As long as I'm having fun doing it and sort of enjoy doing, you know, what I love, I guess that's what's gonna, it sticks with me. Yeah, no, definitely. Just doing something different, having fun is yeah, one thing I will continue to do. What's going on? It's Jack Hammond and you're watching Lunch Bar.